Hey guys, Kurt here. Welcome to another tutorial. In this video, I'll be teaching you, or at least try to teach you, how to solve the 4-layer Jing Pyraminx. ShengShou 4-layer Jing Pyraminx. So at the time of recording, a few days ago, I got a comment asking if I could do a tutorial for that. That. And I said, yeah, I'll try and get one done. So now I've done a tutorial for the 6x6 version, but they asked for this, so yeah, go ahead and scramble it up. They also asked if they needed to learn how to solve a 4x4. It might help, but with just like basic edge pairing and center, creating the centers, that's it. But we'll cover that in this anyways. So, okay. And I didn't bring out any extra puzzles, so we'll just go through this. So what you want to do, the first thing you pretty much overall for the puzzle is you want to get your centers created. So that's these three pieces in the middle. Those would be your centers there. You got to do that for all of it. So we'll go ahead and do that. I should probably really have thought this out more, huh? So what I start out with are the green pieces first. That way it helps me memorize the overall color scheme, and it's just the way that I learned it. So yeah. So you want to find the other two pieces here. So we have one right here and one right there. Now your scramble may be different, but I think by the time that we get the all the centers in place, it should hopefully we'll be able to understand how the pieces move. So seeing as how they're all connected here, we'll just go ahead and, so you want to move these out of the way, because I'm going to bring this one up to where this one is. But because we don't have to worry about breaking any of the other centers, because this will be the first one, we'll go ahead and do that. So we don't. Okay. It's always good to be in the habit of undoing what you did. That way you don't mess up the other centers when you get ones that you've already done. So yeah. So this one, seeing as how we don't have to worry about messing up centers, we'll just bring this, match it up with the others. So we have our three here. Now one thing I try and do with the even layer puzzles of this is try and find out what the color scheme is. Because if you go ahead and just do all the centers and they're wrong, you're going to have to redo the centers anyway. So to do that, I match up the corners. So we already got corners. These are already matched up. So right now you can see that all three of the green are not matched up with the center. So we'll go ahead and get this center here. So the way we do that is if it's connected to one of these, and you have another one. Yeah, hopefully this is all making sense. I think I did a way better job with the 6x6, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and match up the center with one of these. Now we got to undo what we did because we already have the three here. So we got to bring that up and then push it out of the way so it doesn't, so you don't lose that. Bring that back down and then bring that back around. So now our center is locked in with these corners. So now you want to kind of just orient all the other ones, so match up. So this will be our base. So if you get something like that, you just match up with the other two here. And so now we'll know where our yellow will be. So our yellow will be right here. So we already got two here. This one, so we're going to actually kick this one out. This is where you got to be careful with messing up centers. So you want to bring this down to where this one is. So we'll do that. And now we're going to mess up the corners again, but we'll fix that again after. So then we'll kick it out to where we don't want this blue piece here. We want a yellow piece. So we'll kick the yellow out. And we made sure that the green stays intact. And now we have this. So we have the yellow center done and the green center. So what I try and do is always try and get the corners, at least for when you do the first two centers, so green and yellow, you want to make sure that they are in the correct spots. So to do that, we will pick a green corner and we'll bring that down. We'll match up these two, and so we got to match up this one with these. So this is in the way, so we'll bring it forward, kick that out of the way, bring it back down, so that way our corners and center is matched up again. And now, if we did it right, our yellow's in the right spot. So now we know that these two centers are correct. This is the right color scheme. So now we have blue. So we already got 2 out of the 3 there. And this one's very simple. So we just bring this blue, match it up with this blue. We don't need the red in the blue area, so we need to kick them out. And now we match them up again. So now we have our color scheme. So we don't have to worry about it. We know that that's correct now. So what we're going to go ahead and do is do edge pairing. I mean, if you want to try and match up the corners again, just to be sure, we'll go ahead and do that. So let's see. We'll bring up that one. So we want to match up this one. So this red and green, we're going to match up with this red and green. So now if we take this blue and green and just bring it there, then we lose the green center. So we're going to kick the green center out, bring up that corner there, and then we're going to move it back so that way it's all matched up. And so now you'll see yellow corners, yellow centers are matched. Red is matched with the red corners, and the blue center is matched with the blue corners. So that's all good. So now we're doing edge pairing here. So we're going to be taking 2 edges and pairing them up like that. So the easiest way to figure out what needs to be paired up is if you look at this yellow red here and this yellow red. So what you want to do is match up one pair of the colors. So if they're in the same plane, we'll get to that in a bit because it'll eventually happen. So, but if you got a pair already, you just take this one edge, move it over, and match it up with its buddy here. And then you want to lift this up so it would be R. So this whole face right here, this whole part, you go R, and then you kick it out of the way, and then you bring it back down. And now you want to match up these 2 centers with its third. So do that. So you can always kind of try and reverse what you did, so that way you don't mess up any of this stuff. So let's see. So we have one here. Excuse me. We have one here, and its buddy is here. So we can't pair it up. It won't work that way. So what we got to do is take this whole side, rotate it around, and put it back. So to do that, we'll lift up the plane, the side that it's in. Don't mess up these. So, whoops. So it's only this side. So you lift it up. You want to kick it out of the way. So you want to move it out of the way. Bring the side back down. Okay. And now you want to, let's see, we'll move this. So you want to move it out of the way again. And now you're going to take this side, lift it up, push it back, and then push it back down. So now this piece, which was here, is in the spot to where you can just move it over and match it up. So just match up the colors. And then you want to take this side, kick it out of the way, bring it back, and you want to match up the centers with this one. There you go. So how many do we, okay, so yeah. So we have this one again, where you have two. So there's the red, green. There's the red, green. There's a red, yellow. There's a red, yellow. So this will actually take care of two edges at once. So we did, just like how when you bring it over and you replace it with another edge, literally do the same thing. But this time, instead of doing that, because it's not going to do anything. Actually, yeah, go ahead and do that. Just bring it over. Oop. Okay. Match up your centers again, and that did too. I know that was pretty fast, and I was out of frame. Sorry. So luckily we can do it again. Okay, so if you have one here and you have one here, so this is my top layer. Don't know if I told you that. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm a bit rusty from doing tutorials, so yeah. So you have one up here or anywhere up here. Like it's either here, here, or here, and you want it in this spot. You just kick it out of the way, so that way you want to bring this one up. So bring this side. So you want to kick it out of the way, so it's over here. Then you want to bring this side up, back over, back down. So now it's in this spot. Now I'm going to be able to show you a bit more. So if you have two that are like this, where the pairs are directly across from each other like this, drag one over to where this one was here, now is here. And we're going to kick it out. So we're going to lift it up, move it out of the way, bring it back down. And then we're going to move it over, lift up this side. So instead of this side here, we're going to lift up this side. Bring it up, push it over, bring it back down. So these two are flipped over now. And then we just match up the centers. And there you go. So now all of your edges are done. Okay. So all you got to do is solve it like a Jing Pyraminx. Hopefully you've had one of those. If not, I do have a tutorial of the MoYu version, which is the triangle Pyraminx. Same exact thing, but just for the sake of that, I go more into detail on that, I think, in there. But we'll go ahead and just finish solving this. So now that all your edges are done, I don't know why I'm bringing all that up if I'm just going to go ahead and do it in this video. But hey, it's always good to have more views, right? Anyways, now we're kind of going to do what we were doing when we were doing the edge pairing, or the centers, when we were making the centers. This time we're just going to go with corners. So just match up your corners. So find one that where you can actually make a triangle with. So we'll go with this one here. Sorry. So this green and blue, we're going to match up with this green and blue. Just do that. And then this green and yellow, we're going to match up with this green and yellow. And just do that. And now, just for just doing it, match up all the other ones. Okay. So don't worry about the centers yet. We already know that they're correct. That they're in the right, like, the color scheme is correct, so you don't need to worry about that. What you want to worry about is matching up the edge here with the two corners. So I have one here. So we've got the green, red. I have the green, red here. So you want to move it over to where you want to be able to match this green with this green. Okay, so to do that, you just bring it down. Then you want to push this out of the way. Then you want to take this whole side, bring it back up, and then you want to take this tip here and match it up again. So there you go. All right. And so we have the green, yellow here. The green, yellow will go here. So you want to go ahead and match up this corner, this color with this color. Bring it down. Kick it out of the way. Reverse what you just did and reverse that. So now that's good. And we'll do the same thing with this blue, yellow, blue, green. Bring it down. Kick it out of the way. Bring this side back up. And then match it all up. So now we have the base again. So the green is always going to be my base. Let's see. Now we come to one of the few things. Now we come to the parity. So much like the 4x4. Well, the even numbered puzzles can get parity to where the edges are flipped over. Okay, so not that big of a deal. So what we're going to do is now we're going to be messing up what we just did, but so these two, so if you look over, yeah, I think this is it. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay. So if these two were correct, they would have been over here. They might have been flipped over. But because these two are, you know, these should be flipped over. These should be switched over. So and so. So what we got to do, so if you get something like this to where all your edges are correct, but these two are not, you got to take a tip. So you want to bring them to kind of repair them again is what we're going to do. So you're going to take it out, bring it, turn it down, bring it back down, flip it over, bring this side up. I know it's not very descriptive, but hopefully you're paying attention and the video is not jumpy. Down. So what we did was we took one, brought it over, flipped it, brought it back. So now what we're going to do is take this one over here, flip them to where this will go here. So bring it over, bring it up, out of the way, back down. Bring that up, out of the way, back down. So what we essentially did was just take them, move these to here, and move these to here. So the red and yellow was here, so we flipped them around and brought them back here. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, there's always the comment section down below. All right, so now we're going to build up our base again. So just do the same where you're putting in your edges. And what did that do? Okay, so that fixed it. So I'll go over the next, like another, if I can get another, the other way that it would look, just so you guys know. So here, if you get something that looks like this, where you have one center done, these are all rotated along with one corner rotated. Yeah, so one solved center, 3 unsolved centers. So what you want to do is you want to take the finished side. That's the base of your pyramid. And then you're going to take up. So when I say R, we're not tucking this. We're going to take the whole, so this and the layer underneath. So you want to take this whole corner. Same thing with this. This will be your whole U. And you're going to go R, so clockwise. R prime is counterclockwise. Hopefully you can solve a 3x3. And you know the notation and stuff. So you go R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. Now if that, so don't worry, it may not have fixed it, but you do it again. So if you still have one unsolved and one solved, just leave it how the green is on the bottom, or your base on the bottom, and do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. So that'll take care of that. And now we got another case that we have. So you notice that these two centers are flipped, and these two centers are flipped. Let's see. So what you want to do is take a pair that are flipped. So you're going to look at it like this. Like this. This is what you're going to see. So you have one here, one here. And then you're going to go, so this will be L. Okay. This will be R. So we're going to go L, R prime, L prime, R. Okay. Do that 2 more times. L, R prime, L prime, R, L, R prime, L prime, R. And you solved it. So yeah. So like I said, we're going to go through the 3x3 stage, because that's going to be the more common thing. If you still have questions about the centers and how to really maneuver them around the puzzle and stuff, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I will respond as soon as I can. So we're going to go ahead and scramble up the 3x3 part again. And I will try to remember to leave a link of the triangle Pyraminx tutorial. So that's basically the 3x3 stage of this. And the link to the 6x6 version, which I think I covered more with the centers and the edge pairing. Now, basically, it's the same thing. It's just these are split and you have more centers. As long as you can understand how to move the centers and the edges around, you should be fine. I think I cover more of the parity stuff too. So, okay, this is scrambled up. So we want our corners. Yeah, our corners down. So there we go. And now we want to match up our edges again. So down, down, up, up. And this one. So this needs to be flipped over. So you bring it up, kick it out of the way, bring it back down. And now you can bring this green to match up these. So bring it down, out of the way, up, reverse what you did. So, wow. Okay. I'm gonna so you may get a case like this to where you have one edge right. This edge, even though it's right, is flipped over. Even though this edge is in the right spot, it's also flipped over. Okay. Now what we had before was these two, they were flipped over, but they were flipped in also in the position to where this red and yellow was in the blue yellow spot, where the blue yellow was in the red yellow spot. Yeah. That's why we had to undo the pairings and switch them around. So that was the difference into why we did it that way, and we won't be doing that here. So in order to get this fixed, sorry, we go ahead and do this algorithm. So two edges are incorrect and one is correct. So you want to hold the puzzle with the correct edge in the back. So this is your back right here. That's your spine, all right? These two will be here. So you do L, U prime, okay, R, U, R prime, U, L prime, U prime. As you can see, your spine's still here, and these two are in the right spot. Okay? And now we're back to where we have that and this. So all we have to do is do the R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. Do it again if it didn't fix anything, but just don't rotate the puzzle around. So form a base to where that's going to be the bottom of the puzzle, and that's you stick by that and you do it. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you get these two, if you get these are switched, so this here and this here, this here and this here, we did that. So I will try to remember to put the algorithms down below in the description or in a pinned comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the 4x4 for the 4-layer Jing Pyraminx. Hopefully this helped out and you're able to solve it and everything's all fine and happy and you're ready to move on to the next version of it, you know. Because I really do, like, these are some of my favorite puzzles. And yeah, if you have any other questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And yeah, that'll be it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the comments. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.